Howdy, folks. What's going on? It's Outlaw Hatfield back at you one more time. Lord, it seems like it's been a month since I've done this. And it certainly could not have been quite that long. Uh, God. Long day at work. I'm tired. A little bit aggravated, but I'm here and decided what the hell, I'm going live. It's been a while. Let's see who's out on the YouTube side so far. Right now we have Lead Life. How you doing, brother? And over on the gun channel side, probably not many at all. Ozzy's out there. How you doing, Ozzy? So, looks like it's just us and my three people who are viewing this, whoever you may be. So what's going on, guys? What's new? What have I missed? Anything exciting been happening to any of y'all? And if you're wondering, yes, the links are out. I'm just waiting on people to show up. Apparently, they've got used to me not doing this, so now I've got to kick them in the ass. I'm good, Lid. I'm doing pretty good. Just like I said, rough few weeks, so we are going to get back in the swing of things. Well, now I'm answering my phone. Anyway, so who is out there? If you don't type something in, I can't see who you are if you're over on the YouTube side. So, Georgia Rebels out there, how you doing, brother? And like I said, I do have links out. Just might take a few minutes. People aren't used to this crap anymore. I was doing this every night, and now I'm not. Oh. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Gary a text message and see if his ass is awake. There we go. Now that that's taken care of, we will see what's going on. Let's see. Richard Chamberlain's out there. How you doing, Fine Ape? Hey, Fine Ape, you want a link? I'd be happy to send you one. In fact, if you're over on the gun channel side, I will do that very thing. See, nobody ever logs into gun channels anymore, so it's hard to send you people links. Gunpowder Beauty. Gunpowder, you've got a link. Just check your email. It's there. And what did you see at the movies, Fine Ape? And I just talked to Gary, and yes, he is indeed alive and well and will be here momentarily. It's kind of hard to do these live shows without my co-host. I ain't like midnight. Like, I don't like sitting talking to myself for 2 hours. Mail the Nut. The lobby is actually back, Mel. It's been back for quite a while now. Yes, well, Fine Ape, I sent you a link over on the gun channel side if you want to jump in here, and we can discuss a little Deadpool too. Why? See, this is why I want you in here, because you're an emotional wreck. We're all emotional wrecks. I've had a hell of a week. So get your asses in here. We discuss the shit. And Gary, your link's over on Gun Channels. Get in here. Damn. It's like directing traffic around this place. Time to unlock the rabbit hole, Ozzy says. It's going to be a mighty short rabbit hole if nobody shows up. My co-host ain't here yet. Gunpowder's thinking she's going to make us all cry in her beer. It's almost like somebody took her 1911 away from her. Hey, Travis, how you doing, buddy?
What the hell?
Hey, Gary, it's about time.
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Late? You've only been on 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Of course, you ain't been live in like what, 2 or 3 weeks now.
So yeah, it's been a while. That's what I'm saying. It seems like it's been a month. I don't think it has been. It just seems that way.
Yeah, I was able to catch Black Cat this afternoon. He did a real quickie.
He did a quickie. I don't want to know about that shit.
God damn, you are one impatient kid, Outlaw.
Yes, I am.
I know.
Can't even get time to take off my shoes and start bitching at me when I'm booting up my computer.
I ain't bitched at you the first time yet. You want me to start bitching? I can.
So fucking impatient.
I just woke up from a nap, and I'll be damned if I don't get a text on my phone that says, "Are you awake?" And it's like, how the hell did you know I was asleep?
Because it's you.
Well, they ended up not having Daily Gun Show today, so.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. What happened there?
He was on for about 30 seconds or something like that. He didn't have any host or anything, and he was talking about, well, this is going to be a quick show because I don't have any host. He says, I don't know what I'm going to do. He says, I want to keep doing this show because I like doing it and stuff like that. And then there's a little bit of silence, and then he played his thank you for joining gunchannels.com and shut the damn thing down. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, I got nothing. I don't know what to say to that.
Maybe he's emotional too. Maybe it's going around. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
No, he did just get back his regular channel streaming privileges the other day.
Yeah, he's
actually, I think it was this morning.
He's done all kinds of videos and live chats today. I think he's just tired.
Yeah.
He cranky.
So now, before we go any further, Gunpowder, what is wrong, sweetheart? What has got your panties in a bunch? Whose legs are we breaking tonight?
It's a lot of personal shit going on. We're moving, and it's a little sad.
Why are you moving? That's the first question. I thought that y'all were pretty well set up in that place.
Thought we were too. It's I don't even know how to fucking describe it. We had planned on buying the house for my parents, and my parents told me today that we have until the 10th to get out. So we're finding someplace else in the middle of a new month. Well, at the beginning of a new month, because today's the 1st. So it's a whole lot of bullshit.
Yeah, that's stressful. I've been in that situation. More than once, actually. So what's the prospects looking like right now? Or you don't need anything? Are you okay?
Well, thankfully, Tardot's mom is in the city that we're in, and so we're gonna go stay with her for a little while, and it's just a whole lot of shit to move. Like I've got a lot of shit. I can't even, like bullshit around it. I got a lot of shit, and I'm trying to box up all this shit and put shit in storage. And so I'm just sitting here and I'm like, fuck. Hold on. Like, let me see if I can get my camera to turn on. Okay. Make sure I do this. Okay, so all of those boxes, I don't know if y'all can see that.
Holy crap.
That's just shit that came out of my bathroom, and one box is out of the kitchen.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss, which is unusual for me, but what brought her to the conclusion that y'all needed to leave the house? Because that seems like it was just all of a sudden.
I don't know. I think dudes get PMS just like girls do.
Oh, I can definitely confirm that is the case.
So yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. Somebody's time of the month.
And dudes are just idiots about it, though. You got to understand that.
Well,
Guys are great big babies.
that ain't no shit.
I am not.
See? A prime example.
Where's that now?
It's okay, Gary. We won't take your chocolate from you.
Man, somebody takes my chocolate from me, I'm gonna fucking throat punch them. There's two things you don't mess with. You don't mess with my 1911. You don't mess with my chocolate.
Well, see,
Fuck
at
people
first
up
I
over
thought
that shit.
at first I thought that was what was going on. Somebody took your 1911 away from you.
No, he's smarter than that.
You think?
Yeah.
It is a guy
He's
we're
super
talking
smart.
about.
Yeah, listen, I was pretty impressed that he let me have it this long, but I done named the thing. It's mine.
Oh, and what did you name it?
Tamatoa, because it's off of Moana, because it's so shiny.
Um,
Don't fucking judge me. I feel the fucking judgment.
I ain't judging. I wouldn't judge you at all right now. I'm pretty getting throat punched.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am too smart for that shit. Welcome back, Fine Eight. Glad you could join us.
Yeah, I was about to say, sheesh. I didn't know that naming the 1911 was going to run you off. My bad.
Oh,
You trying to scare people.
funny.
So, Fine Eight, what did you think of Deadpool?
Please tell me it was good.
Because I have yet to see it.
Are you there?
Ladies and gentlemen, Fine Ape is having some technical difficulties. He will be back momentarily.
Yellow.
There he
All right.
is.
There you go.
Yeah. Forgot the little pendant on my headset was on mute. Because I muted myself up here. So, what did I think of Deadpool? I think it was fucking awesome. That's why I went to see it twice instead of going seeing Solo.
Well, apparently the numbers for Solo aren't that great at this point.
I don't know. The people that I've listened to, or some of the reviews that I've listened to on it, saying, it's not a great movie, it's not a bad movie, but it's unfortunately covered in Still got some of the taint from Last Jedi. Or the perceived taint from it.
I kind of figured that was going to happen.
No, but if you need a feel-good movie, go see Deadpool 2. You'll laugh your ass off.
Well, that will be advice that I intend to take very shortly. So, Gary, what's up with you? What's new with you?
Oh,
Other than assholes texting and waking him up, probably not much.
Hey, I didn't wake him up. He was awake when I text.
Yeah, technically.
Whatever. It was the sound of his phone going off that woke him up completely.
I mowed the yard this afternoon when it was hotter than hell outside for about 3 hours. But
well, see, that's an accomplishment.
Other than that, that's about all I got done today.
I went to
work. And with
today.
it being so hot, I'd need a fucking nap.
Lord. Let's see. Who else we got new out there? Vanessa's out there. Travis is out there. Russ Carr, how you doing? Vandalistic, how you doing? See, now we got a house full. We got 14 viewers.
Hey, y'all.
Yo, yo, yo.
And I think we all need to say a prayer for Gunpowder and Tardot. And if y'all need anything, let us know. We will help you out in any way we can. You know that, right?
I know. I appreciate it. I know that this is one of those, the darkness before the storm, whatever. My brain's totally fried right now, so
okay.
I can't even fucking talk. But I know that God's going to get us through this. It'll be all right.
Well, like I said, though, you two need anything at all, you don't hesitate to ask, because you got family. You got family right here. That's
Thank you.
Right.
So, if you don't mind me asking, said that this was like a relative's house, so were you like renting it, or was this just kind of you can stay here until we say otherwise?
We were paying $700 in rent a month, and potentially going to buy my parents' house that I grew up in, because it's been a dream to raise my kids in the house that I grew up in. And out of the blue, this morning I was told that we have till the 10th to get out.
So you were renting from them. Technically, they were your landlord.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure it's probably different in Texas than it is where I am.
Oh, no, they have 30 days legally to tell us, but with it being my parents, I'm not one of those that you got to tell me twice. So I got Tardot to bring some boxes home, and I started packing my shit. I've been packing shit, and I hope that my parents see it tomorrow, because I'm not dealing with that kind of drama. You tell me to get out, I'm fucking getting out.
Okay, just trying to be helpful.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we know that technically they would have to give us a 30-day notice, but I'm just one of those. Peace out, motherfuckers. Thankfully, his mom lives in the city that we're in, because it's not going to be that far of a drive to transfer all of our shit.
I would just like to know exactly what was going through their mind to just all of a sudden, hey, you got to get out.
A little bit of PMS, I think. Here lately, it seems like it's a whole bunch of PMS or too much testosterone. I don't know.
Start of Alzheimer's?
Maybe. That could be.
I don't know. Like I said, if you need anything, you let us know. We will be there for you.
Well, I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that my Wi-Fi connection is going to be great at where we're going, so my live videos may not be as many. Um, but yeah, we're going to get through it. And I know years from now, we're going to look back at this and fucking laugh our asses off and be like, man, look at how much we've accomplished and done since then.
Well, that's pretty much what you have to do when shit goes crazy and haywire.
Yep.
Laugh it off. Because in the end, that's about the only way to stay sane with it.
Pretty much. But the really good news is my mother-in-law has like 4 dogs, and they're not like little ankle biter dogs. They're like medium to big sized dogs. 2 cats.
And now you know Black Cat's gonna get jealous when you're talking about cats.
Well, you know, my
Wait,
first love is always George.
What about George? That's what I was just about to say. What about George?
Well, George was on my lap just now, and he got up and ran off when he heard that. So
I'm sorry, George. You'll always be my favorite.
I can't
I
believe
love you, George.
other cats. What the hell?
My heart's big enough for other kitties, and you're in a totally different state.
I wonder
But if I ever
George
if I ever see George, I'm totally gonna rub his belly.
Oh, he'd like that.
Well, see, next time we get together, you want to bring George with you.
He don't like to travel.
I don't blame him.
Every time
My
I
cat
get
hated
him
to
in a
travel.
car, he will meow the whole damn time. I've taken him to my daughter's before, and they're like, meow, meow.
Like, hey, stop! I see something. Hey, stop! I see something.
Right?
Like, why didn't you buy me a pop, or you know?
Here you go,
Made the
Gunpowder.
mistake
Something to make you
once.
smile.
Fuck yes. If I had good connection out in the garage, I'd totally smoke my Colt. But I have a feeling I'd start roboting out there, so I just made it a quick cigarette. I actually have a whole fresh one in the freezer, so I've got to remember to take those with me. But
So are you
cherry
moving?
bomb,
Well, I was going to ask, are you moving further away from his job or closer to it?
actually it's closer, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to save us like, sorry, I've been drinking coffee. I got the hiccups. It's going to save us like a 15-minute drive.
There you go. See, there's your first silver lining in all this mess.
Absolutely. The other silver lining is it's not going to cost us $700 a month.
Yeah, and that's money you can save up to get your own place.
Yes.
So,
And then I could get rid of my storage unit because then I'd have a place to put all my shit.
well, you're planning on staying in Texas, though, right?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we thought you loved Texas. We thought you was just a Texas loving girl.
Yep.
So I don't know how many of you guys out there has heard, but I have put a new toy on layaway. I should have it out by the end of this month if everything goes as planned.
Did Goat Guns not want to take your Monopoly money anymore?
No, it's not a goat gun. It's a Smith & Wesson. I was looking for a small CCW gun, and I decided to go with a shield.
Gunpowder, you're roboting something fierce. We hear like just Morse code.
Well, that's just her cussing me out for not getting another 1911.
Another 1911. Oh.
She said it was like in the 60s.
Wow, she is roboting bad.
Sorry, I don't know who played Jesus in 1960.
Okay,
What?
did that improve?
Much better.
Yes.
Sweet. So what caliber of the shield did you get?
9mm.
Over.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hey.
Straw, straw, straw.
There's nothing wrong with a 9mm.
No, it isn't, Ellen.
I mean, I've got two of them. I've also got a 45.
Yeah, but the shield should be in a 45.
Well, now this is what I was thinking. I was going to get the shield in 40, replace the barrel with the 357 SIG, and go that route.
You mean like this one?
Yeah, that
Like
exactly.
this barrel here that goes in this gun here?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yep.
Hi, Midnight.
Midnight's out there.
Yeah.
Oh well, he has to have a link. We have to give Midnight a link. I haven't talked to him in a while, so.
Ayuki.
Besides that, I've stole Midnight's co-host. Just wouldn't be right to have you on here, not him.
Oh yeah, I better check my email, see if he. God damn it, is it
Prob-
raining now?
He's probably cussing you for all you're worth. You traitor!
I tell you what, when I
It's
got out of the
not
movie
Sunday.
theater, it's hot and or it's warm and humid. Just a little touch of rain on the windshield. It's kind of like lightning all over, and I think, and just as I got in, it just started to pour a bit, and then kind of stops and starts. So if I drop off completely and don't return within a, oh, he's calling Hangouts a cocksucker. I thought he was calling me that. Never mind. Carry on.
Well, if he called you that, would you deny it? That's my question.
In the words of Mr. Matt Never Enough Ammo, I eat pussy. And I don't mean George. Or Black Cat. Or any of Vanessa's.
Came to my mind was Black Cat.
Or any of Night Strike's Herd.
Oh well.
There's
Or
a
harem,
question.
depending on how you perceive that.
Here's a question for you, Ellis.
What's that, Bob?
Vanessa says she's got a Glock 17. If she moves to Texas, can she convert the 10-round mags to 17, or are they permanently blocked off?
The Glock, I got a Glock 40 mag, 10-round mag, and actually what they do for those is a standard body, but they have like a metal liner that's physically fused into the plastic that has like ribs to turn it into basically a single stack.
Oh. So she'd have to buy new mags.
Yeah, which it's a Glock 17. You can
They're
find
not going to cost
mags
that
anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, those should not be difficult to locate.
Hey, you should be able to sell them in California or sell them before you.
Yeah, you could probably
Yeah,
put them
just-
on eBay easy enough.
Or you can, or if you're a member of Gun Channels, you can use the 247gunshow.com.
Oh, yeah. Shouldn't be hard to get rid of. That's a pretty popular gun.
That would probably be my suggestion. Tell it, get you new one. Preferably something other than a Glock. That's just my opinion.
Whatever. Now that I have my femme fatale holster, I kind of want one.
You
And I
do
want
not-
it in Tiffany
Back
blue.
in a minute.
A
Wait a minute.
Glock?
Yeah. Cerakote that bitch.
In 45?
Yes.
They make them.
gunpowder. You're going to break my heart talking about buying a Glock. You know that, right?
Well, I mean, is it going to break your heart more if I buy a Glock or buy a Chris Vector before you do?
Well, if you bought a Chris Vector, I'd be happy for you. If you bought a Glock, just...
Yeah, you didn't disown me when I bought one. You just cried a little bit.
Well, yeah, I know.
I can tell you buying a Glock is not on the top of my list. An M&P Shield and 45 is way higher on my list than a Glock.
You know, I didn't go out trying to find one to buy. I just went into a store and saw one at a good price one day and made the decision right then and there I was going to get it. But I wasn't out shopping for one.
The Kimber 1911 is second on my list. M&P Shield 45 is number one. And then the Kimber 1911 and 45 caliber is number two. And then I've got like a few H&Ks in there, or a couple of Smith & Wessons, couple of revolvers. I want a revolver in 45 caliber.
Now,
Those are all higher on my list than buying a Glock.
Okay.
Tuning is higher on my list than buying a Glock.
Okay, here's a question though. Do you want a 45 ACP, 45 long coat, or a 454 Tesla?
For the revolver, I want a 45 long Colt. It's the bullet that makes my bullet look like a baby, isn't it?
You can get your Taurus Judge to shoot that.
Get a 460 Magnum and shoot all of those.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, I might do that.
Except I think they only make them in Performance Center guns now.
And Tardot's going to kill you for suggesting that. You know that, right?
He's got to find me first.
Don't worry, I got your back. You gotta go through me
Gunpowder.
first. No, hold on. I gotta go back to Hangouts. I'm over in the chat. Okay.
He's going to be like, do you know how much those things cost?
Little something to make you smile.
The things that I do are not cheap and they ain't easy. So I think it's worth it.
Well, you did marry him.
Yeah. He should have known I was going to be expensive before he married me. I mean, we've gone to the gun shops a couple of times and my eyes automatically dart to the highest thing on the shelf. So he already knows. He already knows.
And if you don't, he should have.
Yeah. I mean, I took his 1911, so he should know that I like things that are pretty inexpensive.
Yeah, more power to you, darling. He ain't voted against you.
That Kimber Sapphire and Stainless Steel 1911 is real sweet, though. It matched my hair.
Talking the gray or the blue?
The blue. I cover the gray with blue.
Okay. Damn, now it's really coming down.
Yeah. But yeah, the reason I went with the 9mm, first of all, because it had night sights on it already there. So that was a good thing. I could not find one in 40 with night sights already on it. Black Cats, you're out there. We see you. You've got a link. Get your ass in here.
Wow.
Did you get a standard or a
early
Performance Center model?
It's a standard.
Okay. Yeah, they are more common on the Performance Center models.
So, and it's not the 2.0. It's just the
the regular.
Yeah.
Now, Midnight, is it your computer or is Chrome not one to play ball?
I think he's on his phone.
Something about a update.
I'd delete the app and reinstall it. See if maybe that fixes the issue. A lot of times, just delete the app entirely and then download it again and reinstall it.
Start from scratch.
Try rebooting your phone. Take it out of the microwave before you, and out of the tinfoil before you try it.
Just don't, whatever you do, just don't do anything like I did. Let me turn on my camera. I'll show you on my iPad.
Okay, this is what you do, Midnight. I'll tell you how to
Did you
fix
throat
it.
punch with it?
I didn't throat punch anybody. I threw it on the ground.
I'm going to tell you how to fix it, Midnight. What you want to do is throw it up in the air, right? And kick it as hard as you can. You know, just a drop kick, basically. Right across the room with a pair of steel toe boots on, it'll fix it right up for you.
No, it won't, because then it's going to look like my iPad.
I didn't say kick the screen, did I? You never heard me say kick the screen.
Well, you don't have to
No,
kick
but
the
when it
screen.
lands on the ground, it's going to look like my iPad. I kicked the back of it. Well, I threw the back of it. It hit the chair and then fell onto the ground with the screen, and it shattered.
Gunpowder, you're violent. You don't realize that, right?
She's not
Hatfield,
violent. She's physically expressive.
Thank you, Fine Ape. Thank you. See, at least somebody understands.
Now, please don't throw punch me.
I will never throat punch you. I totally have your back after that last statement.
She likes monkeys.
So I have a get out of jail free
I do.
card. I have one get out of jail free card. Yay.
I had one. I think I blew it, though.
No. Once people are given a I shall not throat punch pass, it's pretty much a lifetime membership.
Oh, good. I'm safe.
No,
Yeah.
your throat is safe.
Oh,
Doesn't
well.
mean she won't hit you elsewhere.
Yeah, I said I won't throat punch. I didn't say anything about any other part.
Damn.
So Vanessa said they sold her that Glock. It has 17 rounds. She checked them again. They are 17 round mags. How could they sell her that in her state?
Now, I don't know where.
Got it under Blue Label program.
No, Vandalistica. Ellis has not blown me.
Yeah.
That's a.
Yeah. Ellis has not blown any dudes ever.
So you've blown
How
chicks?
do you know that's not a Rubenesque woman with a very deep voice? Did you just underassume me?
No.
Did you?
Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Don't
Okay,
trigger
whatever.
the monkey.
I don't know. Where is Vanessa? What state is she in?
Connecticut.
I think.
I don't know. Is it kind of like one of those things where you can't bring any in, but if they're already, they have like a grandfathering for the magazines that were in state?
Maybe.
Oh, it's Blue Label. LE is generally exempt from mag restrictions. Oh. I wonder if she legally has to dispose of those mags.
I don't know, but if you do, that's another reason to quickly move to Texas.
I want to move to Texas.
Well, hurry up and do it.
Well,
Quit dicking around.
There's issues there.
Listen, issues are just excuses.
Yeah. Well, when those issues consist of not having a job, needing a place to live.
You'll say you don't have a bench warrant out for you in Texas, do you?
Not as far as I know.
Well, so you're good.
No ex-wives living
can be arranged.
No, all my exes live in West Virginia and Kentucky.
I'm sorry. I can literally say all of my exes are in Texas. Except for one, he's in Indiana.
I got lots of family in Texas, but darn it, my job's right here. And having an income is pretty damn nice.
Really is.
Especially when you've worked somewhere 38 years and you just want to make it to retirement.
I'm super close to ranking up. All I need to do is hit my goal this month, and I rank up in my company. It's awesome.
So you'll be what, a level 5 Uber?
No, the actual company that I started back in November, I started working for. It's called Monate.
Oh, yeah,
The hair care.
here comes
It's
the
awesome.
thunder.
It won't hurt you. It's just a noise.
That's what I call my left arm.
Thunder
You call
won't
your
hurt
left
you. The
arm a
lightning
noise?
might kill you, but the thunder ain't gonna.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
my right arm's lightning.
Tardot said it was thunder every time you farted. I don't know what he meant by that.
Tardot's so full of shit.
And that's usually why you fart. Because you're full
Breathe
of
the
shit.
thunder. Oh.
No. I should know. My eyes and my hair are brown and greasy.
Well,
was greasy.
Tardot's eyes are brown, and he always says that I'm so full of shit that his eyes are brown. I don't know how that works, but yeah, that's what he tells me.
It'll be okay.
He's lucky he's cute. That's all I can say.
And just how cute is he?
Enough that before I got with Tardot, I said I was never having kids and never getting married, and got with him, and I was like, you're pretty cute. I'd totally have your babies. There's my George. Sorry, I got ADD today. But yeah, I decided that, he's cute enough that I'd marry him and have 2 more of his babies, so works out pretty good. It's the George.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to send out one more link.
Yeah, George don't need a link.
He said
Not
George.
the George.
Well,
Why on earth would we want to send George a link? He's right there.
Well, maybe he
George,
doesn't.
just know you're my favorite kitty.
I like George or not, but he's not my favorite kitty. I'm telling you.
Oh, George is totally my favorite kitty. He's literally the only kitty on YouTube that I could rub his belly and it wouldn't be weird.
did you hear that? She wants to rub your belly, George.
I'd totally rub your belly. I'd rub your belly all day, George.
I don't think that impresses him much. Look at him. He's not even.
No, he's like, yeah, damn right you want to rub my belly. Why aren't you doing it?
Yeah.
Gary, rub that cat's belly. Damn.
He keeps looking at Gary like, hey, why is this bitch not here rubbing my belly?
Yeah, rub his belly.
Hey, look at that face. That's a face of pure enjoyment there.
Nope, now it's a bug.
I have the same look when Tardot rubs my belly, just like, oh, that's the spot. Especially after eating some ponchos. Rub my belly. Just rub my belly.
I used to have a.
Now you got Black Cat offended out there.
I used to have this cat, and when you pet him, he was fine. But when you stop petting him, he would bite the shit out of you.
Yeah.
He's like, bitch, you ain't supposed to stop. Tell you to.
Exactly.
I will let you know when you're done.
That's what I tried to tell Tardot. He don't listen, so sometimes I have to bite him. I ain't done. We just ate ponchos. Keep rubbing my belly.
What the hell's a poncho?
Ponchos. Mexican buffet. Oh my God, it's delicious.
I was going to say, I would think that plastic outerwear would be kind of hard to digest.
Yeah.
Is that like the new condom challenge of snorting them or something like that?
Oh my God.
Instead of a condom, you're trying to do a whole 55-gallon bag?
One of my friends did that challenge. Well, not one of my friends, but one of my friend's kids did that challenge. She's in the 6th grade, and I was like, oh my God. Are you serious? And then she posted it on Facebook, and I was like, sweetie, you are too smart. Well, Never mind, I can't finish that statement because you did just show a video of you snorting a condom.
You should be smarter than that.
She's like, it's a condom challenge. No, a condom challenge is knowing how to properly use it. And honey, you failed that class. You're going to be pregnant by the time you're a freshman. If that's where you think condoms go.
Well, hopefully she won't be having sex by then.
One of the girls that's in my kid's friend's class is about to be 12 years old, and she's pregnant.
Good.
Okay, that's just fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Maybe not for Ellis and his family, but that's pretty damn
Hey,
fucked up.
hey. Good Lord, man.
Hey, it's low-hanging fruit. I gotta go for it.
Actually,
Just might scare me.
you said that, and my grandfather and my grandmother got married when she was like 13.
Back in those days, you got married young and early because you had babies to help out do the chores around the farm. My
Mhm.
grandmother had kids at an early age, and she ended up having 11 kids. And it was because when you go pick the cotton fields, you need more than one set of hands. That's what kids are for.
Well, Papa didn't have cotton fields, but he did have big gardens. So,
Well, yeah, my grandma at her house had big gardens, but she worked in the cotton fields, and they'd take the kids. Make more money.
and for anybody out there that happens to be interested in growing beans and corn, here's you a tip. You plant your beans in the same hole as you plant your corn in. That way the beans grow up the corn stalk. You ain't got to stake them.
That's fucking genius.
Yeah, well, it is rather smart. So that's your tip for the day when it comes to gardening.
I might have to try that
It works.
one day.
It works. And I'll tell you something else too that works. If you take a handful of beans and throw them under a rock and hoping they won't grow, don't hold your breath because they will.
Yeah, beans grow out all sorts of things.
Oh, we had been out there all day long planting beans and corn, and I was sick of it. So I decided I was going to take a handful of these beans and throw them underneath a rock, hoping that, I wouldn't get caught. Well, it didn't take very long at all for Papa to figure out what I'd done, and he showed me the beans growing out from under a rock, and he knew exactly what had happened. Oh, he
And you
wore
got your
me
ass
out.
whipped, didn't you?
Oh, he wore me out.
Yep. I see when my grandma lived, you didn't go picking up rocks just on the whim. Because where she was at, they had those big fucking spiders. Look like fucking tarantulas.
See what you started, Ellis? Now they're calling this Ellis's cornhole out there.
Yes, that's fine. They can call it anything they
I've
want.
played cornhole. It's
Are
a
you
fun
thinking
game with
cornhole?
beanbags.
Well, all right then.
Look, we walked
Man.
into Slim.
If you haven't played cornhole, then you're just missing out. You got a big ass board that's got an angle, and you throw beanbags into it.
Nah, I know. I played it.
Okay, just making sure that I'm not the only one that calls it cornhole. I thought everybody called it fucking cornhole.
RL, you can kiss my ass. Fine Ape, fuck you. Ballistica, go to hell.
Not without going to a movie, a dinner, and a lot of whiskey first.
Welcome to
And
the
I get to-
cornhole.
Welcome to the cornhole.
I gotta go to the chat to see what I missed. Hold on.
Yeah, really. I was gonna
You
say,
don't want to see it. You really don't want to see it. It's
Yeah, you do.
nothing important. Hey,
No.
Vandalistica, you are in
Vandalistica.
Australia and you're calling me rude? I've got a lot of friends over there. I haven't even
Your
touched
beans
on
in my
rooms yet.
cornhole. Oh Lord. Ellis is an expert at the corn.
No respect, none whatsoever. Fuck you guys. Slim,
This
you
is
got a
what
link
you
right
missed.
in your inbox if you look.
Hey, there's a pickle out there.
Bag deep in cornhole. Oh my god.
Just as long as the pickle
Yeah,
ain't trying to
I
get
know
into the
I'm here.
cornhole.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's Slim.
Sorry,
Okay, good.
Ellis.
How you doing, Slim?
At least somebody's got my back. Thank you, Gunpowder.
Well, I'm sorry because I started the whole cornhole thing and people just
No,
took it
Alice
way.
started it with talking about planting corn and beans in the same hole.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of true.
So
An
he started it, but
eggplant
you opened the
or
door.
what
Yes.
hole did I walk into?
You know, I just thought about
Calaveras, don't
something.
ask questions you don't want to know.
I was just thinking about something though.
Oh Lord.
I bet that same concept would probably work on just about any vining plant like that.
But you have to make sure that you're not having one that takes a lot of water away from the other.
Yeah.
So if it like really sucks up the water, you don't want to plant that with something that needs a lot of water.
Well, like I said, we'd normally plant one corn seed, 2 or 3 bean seeds per hole. And the corn would always start up first, and the beans would just follow the corn up the stalk. It made my life a whole lot simpler because I hated staking them damn things.
I've never staked a hole.
So how about guns? I like guns.
I do too, especially 45.
I like guns too.
I don't have any guns. What's a gun?
I lost all my guns though.
Boating accident?
Cornhole accident.
Damn you, Fight 8, you stole it.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't leave that one by.
Somebody
I was
got
totally gonna say that.
had
You beat me to it.
Can't help it. I saw Deadpool 2 again.
I lost all of my guns to a Sharknado.
To a Sharknado? Man,
Yeah,
those
Except
things
that
are
Glock,
dangerous.
you just can't get rid of it, can you?
that'd be a funny T-shirt.
Well, I
Lost
talked
my
to you.
guns to a Sharknado? Or lost my guns to a cornhole?
Either
lost-
Both.
I lost my guns to a Sharknado in a cornhole.
There you go.
Or Cornhole-nado. Cornhole-nado.
Damn.
Black Cat says I don't buy that for a minute. Well, you know what? Fuck you, Black Cat.
Thank God he's not in the ATF, huh?
If he was, I wouldn't be in this chat.
Nah.
Corn requires nitrogen, beans put out nitrogens. Yeah, that's why that's why you rotate your crops.
Yes.
Well, Alice, I talked to your favorite cousin earlier tonight, and he still don't have his concealed carry license.
You know,
That is bullshit.
don't ask me. I don't know what's going on with it.
You might not get yours till the 4th of July
Ow.
or later.
When did I take that? It's been about, what, 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, but it's been 4 months at least for him. He still don't have it.
So
Maybe they lost it in the cornhole.
I think he might have lost it somewhere. But
Yeah.
according to their website, and I checked it out the other day after I got done with, I think I was talking to you about it, Gary.
Yeah.
And I checked it the other day. It said 60 to 90 days.
That's what ours was.
And here's
No,
the thing, in the state of Georgia, if I just go across the line and get one there, all I got to do is go to the sheriff's department, fill out the paperwork, pay the price, and walk out the door. It takes about 3 days for them to ship it to you in the mail.
Very nice, Vandalistica. That'll be freaking awesome.
So Vandalistica, are you going to get that $4,000 bolt action AR?
Damn.
Hey, Graham, how you doing? See, now I'm just more people keep showing up. I keep showing up more links here.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the more people that show up, the more people keep talking about the cornhole.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to avoid the whole cornhole thing. I try to.
You can
I try
avoid
to
it all
give
you
people-
want, but it's gonna
I
pop
try
up.
to give.
You
I
can
try
try
to give
it.
people.
It's a sore subject, Outlaw.
Should he use the cream corn instead of the cob?
I keep.
This is going to be the new blue dress. This is the new blue dress.
I keep trying to give you people good advice on how to grow vegetables, and no, you want to turn it into something fucked up. So y'all can all go to hell.
You know what? You tell people who are fucked up anyway. You act like it's some big surprise
Yeah, I
that
know.
they
It shouldn't
take it
shock
to
me.
the.
It really shouldn't shock me. Look who I'm hanging around for, crying out loud.
Yeah, see, you
I'm
who
saying,
you hang with.
you can't be that fucking surprised.
No, I'm not. I know you. I know you're a bunch of idiots. So
Hey, that's fucking hurtful. Don't trigger me, bitch. That's just rude. That's just rude.
Idiots, are we?
So, who's the bigger idiot? The idiot or the idiot who lets the idiots in?
There you
well,
go.
no. Who's the bigger
Yeah.
idiot? The idiot on the show, or the idiot that comes to the show, to be on the show that the idiot is running? So
Listen, most
Well-
days I'm not an idiot. I'm just an idiot who joins chats at 12 o'clock at night because I ain't got nothing else to do and I can't sleep.
Well, we join because you got that night strike flooding you, and we know that you're entertainingly easily triggered.
I'm not easily triggered though. That's the thing. Night
Okay,
strike
easily
money.
flustered.
What night strike money?
I didn't say night strike
Cornhole.
money. I said night strike blood.
Oh,
See,
I thought
Night
you said
Strike
money. I'm
ain't
like,
got
money.
money.
When the fuck did Night Strike get any money?
You haven't seen him outside on the street corner by your house?
Nope, not lately.
You know,
I
see,
got-
what does he need a concealed carry permit for? He never leaves his house, does he?
No, he went
It's
to
in
Tulsa.
case. It's in case he ever does, though. That's why he doesn't leave his house because he doesn't have a CCW. Orders all of his food and stuff through Amazon or one of them that delivers straight to the house, so he doesn't have to get out. I'm gonna have to start doing
By the
that.
way, I have a new video up. Your comments will be appreciated. Vandalistic's got a new video out, guys, so make sure you check that one out.
Check my sleep list.
And Graham, I sent you a link on the gun channel side if you'd like to jump in here.
All right, I'm gonna try not to yank my headphones out as I'm plugging my phone in because I just realized I only got 5%.
Well, that ain't good.
Hey,
I
G
know.
Webs, how are you, buddy?
Oh,
G Webs is out there.
Yeah.
And G-Webs.
AG. Your sleep schedule back up to normal?
Hello, G-Webs.
And I shall ship G a link.
The G-Man.
Oh,
You better,
nice.
otherwise he's gonna hit you with a hammer.
He won't hit me with a hammer.
All right, I'll hit you with a hammer for him.
Okay, now that I'd believe.
You live stream
So,
that?
Maybe. Only for those that are Patreon or patrons, whatever the hell it's called.
Hey, Gary,
Yeah.
you do know that I'm doing that reunion show Monday night, right?
Yeah.
I want you on there if you don't mind.
All right.
Okay. I'm
Hell
gonna
high
have,
water means
some,
I gotta stay awake.
yeah. I'm gonna have some of the folks that I've done interviews with over the past year on the show. So, not all of them, just a few.
Is that going to be one of those like that other time where you have everybody on for about 5 or 10 minutes and you rotate people in and out?
No, but I do have another one of those coming up.
Kind of like an all-star thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I got to get a hold of Joey and, of course, the crazy Scotsman and Alan. Once we can figure out a date and a time, we will do another one of those.
I haven't seen Alan on any of the late night chats. Of course, we haven't had him only a couple times, other than the.
I saw him on somebody's chat. I can't remember who it was.
I know, maybe him and Jan finally decided to settle their differences and got a room.
I generally always send him a link when I open up one.
The thing about that is, Fine Ape, it's that split personality. So would that really be necessary to get a room?
Whatever he's doing with himself, I don't want it in public. So yes, I would say a room or at least a tent.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a very big blanket that you can just kind of wrap up in that we don't have to see.
What if he doesn't have to do anything out in the open? What if it's all just happening inside his head?
As long as it stays in his head, that's fine.
Oh, look what
And the head on his shoulders.
Now that'd be look what the dog dragged in. It was a cat, by the way. How you doing, Ariel?
Welcome to the cornhole.
Good. How are you, bunch of fucking cornholers?
Hey, Black Cat.
And pretty good, you cornholio.
Nice you to fucking show up for once. Damn.
I
You
just
really
got
putting a
up
bungle-
slacker.
I just left my house heading to work here.
That's no cheat.
Whatever. You've been having that fucking catnip too much. Fucking get forgetful.
So how long are you going to be on this schedule, Ariel?
Indefinitely.
Oh, well.
This is basically a new job.
So it could be years before you were able to get on here regular again.
Yeah, at night. Definitely. Although if you keep opening up late night chats when I'm getting up for work.
Oh, Ariel, I got some news for you. I find this interesting.
Okay.
I've been in need of a fishing net, a landing net.
Yeah, I know you said that.
Yeah. So I went over on Cabela's website and I found this thing for $60.
Okay.
And it was a I think it was called a Magnum rubber. That's what it was called. No shit. A Magnum rubber.
That's good for a cornhole.
Yeah.
But it's 21 by 23 inch hoop. And it's like I said, it's rubber, but it extends out to 93 inches, I think it is.
Okay.
So that's a huge ass net.
Yeah, that's a big fucking rubber.
Yep.
For a big fucking cornhole.
Okay.
Sorry.
See, that's the last time I give anybody any gardening advice on this shit.
Sorry. I said I was sorry. Amy giggled.
Lord.
Sleep deprived. Shut up. Don't judge me.
I'm gonna start charging you people admittance.
Say that word
I'm
again.
gonna hang out in the.
You mean admission?
Yeah, that too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ellis's redneck word of the day. Minute.
Admittance. Admittance.
Yeah, that is
How
a
you
word.
pronounce that, Cletus?
They were going to charge me with the.
If you come from West Virginia, it is a
until I
word. damn it.
admitted.
How do you pronounce that in West Virginia, Cletus? I don't know.
Admit ants.
Yeah, she left the damn Coke bottle sitting out on the porch step, and now we just got a mid amps.
There you go. I'd ask how you spell it, but nobody in West Virginia fucking knows.
Spell.
Hey, in West Virginia, we don't try to spell. That's dangerous. We can't talk right, and you expect us to spell some shit? Come on now.
I don't expect anybody in West Virginia to spell anything. Believe me.
Hell, I was 15 years old where I figured out the word counts didn't have an N in it.
Huh?
What?
The hell?
Say that one more
You
time.
think I'm lying, but I'm telling you the truth. Everybody that I ever known throughout my life, until I left West Virginia, said couch, like couch. There's always an inch in there. It's not couch, it's couch.
Ouch.
He was 18 when he figured out what you don't put in the sheep.
Boy, leave them streets cornhole alone.
How many times I gotta tell you? There ain't no damn sheep in West Virginia. You got us confused with Alabama again.
That's
Oh,
good.
sorry. Yeah. The plow mule.
Mountain goat.
The plow mule has a whole different definition in West Virginia.
Yeah, normally when you say plow, there's a horse drawn in front of it.
Damn, Outlaw, that's ambitious. A horse?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, he needs that magnum rubber for his for that big of a cornhole. It just gets stretched out. Needs something to take up the space and shim it.
Watch me drive this here horse without any reins.
Our nay means nay, buddy.
Wow. And the rabbit hole has been found.
The cornhole
the
has
cornhole.
grown bigger. The magnum rubber will no longer suffice to contain the cornhole.
To fit in the cornhole.
Well, we need the super magnum, huh?
Yeah. That magnum rubber thing, that's like the greatest marketing play ever. Who's not going to buy the oversized condom? I think that people that make rubber bands invented that.
Let's see here.
Alice,
Yes, sir.
Alice, did you notice that they're putting serial numbers on condoms now?
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're putting serial numbers on condoms.
Yeah, they do.
Where?
Sure, it's not the expiration date.
We got to roll them down all the way. They're at the very bottom.
That's why you never saw 'em.
That's why I never saw them. That is an old joke.
That's why I kept my mouth shut.
All right, I'll give it to you. That's good.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all.
You're gonna adopt us all.
Okay, I can do that.
Are you gonna rub our bellies?
I'll rub George's belly.
You realize the only reason she's wanting to adopt anyone is so that she has extra hands to help remove all her shit.
What?
She needs to adopt multiple people when she throat punches the first one or two. She's got backup.
No, I'm willing to adopt y'all as long as y'all bring your guns.
Oh,
Yeah, I got 1911. Hell yeah.
I know, you're the first time adopting, plus you got George.
Yeah,
just don't give George the 1911. That's fucking dangerous.
that's true.
Yeah, but he doesn't have
George
thumbs.
is the responsible gun owner.
Hey, I think that George could handle
Don't
the
judge my kitty
1911.
like that.
I think George could handle the 1911 just fine.
Absolutely.
And he won't even cut his hand.
Wow. Oh, that was harsh.
Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I really like those grips. And that's nice. Right to bare arms. Fucking sweet.
Pewter.
Where'd you get those grips at?
Actually, it's very hard. You just got to type in pewter 1911 grips.
Oh, okay.
Because
I That's
So now
fucking
we
sweet
adopted
gun.
us all?
That's fucking cool.
That's one of the ones they built for all the guns that were built during the 100th anniversary. Instead of the normal roll mark, they got the 100 years of service.
That is beautiful, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just not sure I'd like those pewter grips in the winter. That would
Ah,
suck.
They're not
Imagine being outside and it's freaking 20 degrees and grab a hold of them grips. Ooh, that'd be
Well, the thing
cool.
is, if you're wearing it on your side, it's kind of already against your body. They're kind of already wet.
Well, Outlaw, you're not supposed to stick your tongue on the gun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure exactly what part of your body's coming in contact with the gun that you're so worried about it being cold. I mean,
Now, I could see, like, if you have to take it off to go in someplace, then coming back out and shoving it back in your holster. Yeah, that could be refreshing.
Just move to Texas. It never gets that fucking cold here.
Hey,
Yeah, but then it gets like 350 degrees in the summer. Screw that.
hey,
yeah,
RL.
then they'd be
That's
hot
true.
to the touch.
Here it is, RL. The Magnum rubber.
Giggity.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's
Now,
what it's
that
called.
doesn't seem very protective. I mean, it's got all those holes that lets everything through.
Yeah. So, hey, apparently Cabela's thinks that it's damn good.
That don't have a reservoir tip on it, does it?
I
No,
don't
but
think
it
so.
does apparently seem to have something
Oh.
for the application of lubrication.
There is one down there that has a reservoir tip, though, I think. Yeah, that middle one down there.
That one?
I think that's a Oh wait, that's a pair of pliers. That's a
There you go.
removal tool.
That's got a reservoir tip on it.
Night, Grim.
Good night, Grim.
Good night, Grim.
See you, Grim.
Reap souls safely? I don't know.
Yeah, but apparently that's the Magnum rubber right there.
Giggity.
Yeah. I think everybody needs to have at least one Magnum rubber.
I don't want that one.
Oh, come on. It's for big fish. Big, slimy suckers.
First, you gotta catch a fish.
Oh, that's the easy part.
Dynamite is not legal in every state.
Oh, crap.
Neither is a car battery or
I was about to say-
or a big club.
Car batteries work just fine.
Spotlight.
Tannerite.
We've used Spotlight before.
Now, when I was a kid, we used to use M80s to catch bait.
Does that make you a masturbator?
Yeah, oh, of course. Hey,
It's Master Cornholer.
all expert fishermen are masturbators, believe it.
I can bait my own hook, so, there's that.
Masturbator and a hooker, huh?
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, fill up that
Oh,
You
we
corn.
guys
can-
pay extra for that.
you do. You got to pay a lot of extra for it.
Well, Tardock got himself a win-win then.
I'm telling you. That's why I want that 460.
Yeah, you what you're saying is you think you've earned it?
Oh, I don't think.
You
I
know
know.
you earned it.
I can hunt. I can skin what I kill, and I can fish, and I can go mudding. I'm pretty good.
Now, what are you
Hey,
going
why
to do
let
with
me-
a 460?
Huh?
What are you going to do with a 460?
Whatever I want to.
That's a pretty good answer.
I'm gonna shoot it.
That's going to be her zombie gun.
She's a big girl who likes big guns.
I am a big girl that likes big guns.
Ain't nothing wrong with big guns.
I like Mac 90, but you know, there's a couple of other big ass rifles that I want too.
Oh, something like a Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I could see gunpowder with a 50 BMG.
Fuck yes.
That'd be cool. It's something I don't necessarily want to own, but I wouldn't mind having to shoot just once or twice.
I have. They're a blast.
I've shot a Barrett. They're
I
fun.
had
I haven't shot one, but it is on my to-do list.
I have never
Barrett?
shot a Barrett, but I have shot a 470 Nitro Express.
Barrett has surprisingly less recoil than you would think. Felt recoil, I should say.
No, that 470 did not have light recoil at all.
No.
That motherfucker I thought was gonna kill me.
You sure it didn't?
The largest kind of African gun I shot was a 458 lot.
I don't remember what the biggest gun I've shot.
50 BMG and a 4570 hand loaded.
Hey, do they make a 4590 lever gun?
Yeah. Yes.
And a
I don't know if
lever
they make them in a lever gun. I know, like the
You mean lever?
No, I said lever. I said exactly how you're supposed to say it. Lever.
No.
Yes.
The 1886 Winchester was chambered in 4590, but you'd have to find an original one from the 1800s to find that caliber.
yeah. Otherwise,
that
they're like
bitch would cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
well, like the repro 4570s. I know there are guys who will have them reamed out to
Yeah.
4590 or 45110.
I have a friend of mine that has one of those H&R Buffalo Classics. He had reamed out to 45-110.
I need to become friends with a gunsmith.
Well, I'm sure there's probably 5 or 6 really good ones over on gun channels.
I know, but in my area.
Oh, well, I can't help you there.
I know. I'm going to have to do some research.
I may be wrong on this, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think 45-110 is easier to achieve in a 4570 gun because it was developed. They were developed on the same thing. It's just a longer case length. 4590 may have been developed from the 5090 cartridge.
Yeah, hold on a second.
That's why
I don't want to Google it.
Now, here's
Fifty-nine.
new.
5090 was originally our first military cartridge. That's what the original trapdoors were chambered in. Then they backed them down to 4570.
Yeah, I'd say those 5090s was a bit rough on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's yeah. We didn't use them for very long, but it was a way to convert the old Springfield muskets to a breech loader that took a cartridge.
4590 Sharps cartridge is a black powder round introduced in 1877 by Sharps Rifle Manufacturing Company.
Oh, yeah.
Also known as the 45 2 and 4/10 cartridge, was developed for hunting.
The fact they're calling it 45 and 2 and 4/10 probably means it's just longer than the 4570.
Yeah. Let's see. 4590 Express is an adaptation of the 4590. Uses the same 2.4-inch case, but uses smokeless powder loaded up to 45,000 psi. With a 26-inch barrel, the 4590 Express is capable of over 4,200 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, but it doesn't say what.
That's up there with a 458 Win Mag.
Yeah. Doesn't say what bullet, though. It just goes into modified rifles include Ruger number 1, New England Firearms Buffalo's Classic, and Pedersoli Kodiak Mark IV. When used in modern repeating firearms such as converted Marlin 1895, Enfield, or Winchester 1886, the cartridge overall length of the 4590 Express needs to be kept under 2-inch 850 thousandths of an inch to reliably cycle through the action. Yeah, so I don't think you'd be able to do 45 110 in a modern lever gun.
Probably not. That's a long cartridge.
That's all right. I'll stick with my 30-30 and Mac 90 and 270, 243 for now.
When are you going to break down and get yourself an AR?
I'm not really sure. Hopefully before.
Pretty soon.
Hopefully before my birthday.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Whenever I can get faster.
There you go.
Now here I would have thought you would want something like the 458 or the 450 Bushmaster.
I like the big guns, but when it comes to what I want to do with them, I want to be able to shoot them whenever the hell I want. I don't want it to cost me an arm and a leg to go to the range or go out to the farm or anyone's land that's going to let me shoot.
That is a good question. How much is a box of 4570?
I think the cheapest I've seen might be like $25 on sale for some of the Hornady flex tip stuff.
How many's in a box?
Let me check.
Probably.
That's one of those cartridges you can reload usually way cheaper than you can buy it for.
Yeah, a lot stouter.
I got too much shit, not enough room, and 2 small kids that don't know how to keep their hands off of stuff.
There you go. Here's even the cheap cowboy stuffs, $27.61 for a box of 20.
No.
That's a little over $1 around.
Yeah, let's see. Great Lakes, $45.70 for 405 grain, 20 rounds, $30. Buffalo cartridge, 34. Hornaday Lever Revolution, 45.70. 325 grain, 34.59. It's all cheaper than dirt.
The bigger question is, why the fuck are you looking at Cheaper and Dirt's website?
Because we're on Ellis's chat.
And one thing about Cheaper and Dirt, there ain't nothing cheap on there.
No,
Nope.
I don't ever buy from Cheaper Than Dirt. It was just the first one that came up. I usually I go with Midway if I have to go with somebody online.
Here we go, Midway.
Oh, Midway shipping is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. I actually had a.
If I'm going to use a place like that, I'll use Sportsman's Outdoor Superstore.
That's a good one. I have a Sportsman's Guide club membership, so I order a lot from them. They're not bad if you're a club member.
One of the guys at our local gun range, he sat there and said that if there's anything we want at the store, he can buy it, get it sent to the store for us.
Nice.
I was like, hell yeah. That Sapphire stainless steel Kimber 1911 might have to be a local gun shop purchase.
SG Ammo is another good one for ammo.
Yes, it is.
See, we haven't bought a lot of ammo online.
Able Ammo is also another good one.
Able Ammo, yep, I've ordered from them before. Reloading stuff, I go Grafs and Sons a lot because they have all kinds of stuff in stock.
There you go. Here's Sportsman's Guide. 100 rounds, $45.70, $159.
No, that's not bad. If you're a club member, you can get free shipping on it too.
Yeah, that's club member price. Buyer's club.
Yeah. I keep my
Sorry.
club membership up. I have a couple friends actually that chip in on it usually because when I make an ammo order or something like that, they ask me to order them a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I keep meaning to get into reloading so I can start reloading 44 mag.
That's way cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once you start getting into 44 Magnum and above, it's usually cheaper to start reloading your own.
Yeah.
Unless you get anything that starts at a minimum of 300 grain bullets, then they just start in 50 round boxes instead of 100 round boxes.
My problem is when I have brass here, I end up finding something to do with it in crafts.
Well, you need to show a little discipline there.
I need to show a little what?
Discipline. These are for
Man,
reloading.
I practice discipline when I sit there and go look at guns. Or when I go buy guns. Okay, I want two, but I'm just gonna buy one. That's
I don't know.
discipline.
My local range, if I go in the morning, I can get all kinds of brass for nothing. Just scoop it up off the ground.
That's what gun gals did when we went to the gun range.
Yeah.
I'd sweep it up and then throw it in that guy's wife's wagon.
Now I'm curious because I've used spent shell casings a couple times, but what crafts are you doing that's using up that much brass?
Well, I don't get to the gun range near as often as I'd like because I've got two kids that aren't allowed in the gun range. But Gun Gals has started looking into making jewelry, and we're going to do a couple other little projects. I've got some crosses that I'm going to do some brass on.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, I'll tell you what you can do with that gunpowder is make some key rings out of spent brass casings.
That's actually something I've looked into. Trying to wait till Tardot has some time that I can get him to make me some key fobs. So that way I can put my shells with it.
My niece actually bought me, I think it looks like a 357 case that had a copper projectile shoved into it that wasn't in there very well, and it just fell out eventually.
E6000. That shit holds anything.
Kind of like Frank's Red Hot.
Yes.
No, wait, that loosens everything. Never
Put
mind.
that shit on everything.
I use what do I use for that stuff? JB Weld.
JB Weld or Gorilla Glue?
JB
Gorilla
Weld.
glue is not really good for crafts.
No, because you got to wet down whatever you're gluing.
Yeah. And it doesn't really hold well with magnets and stuff. Like anything that's going to go on the fridge. I tried Gorilla Glue first. And I tried super glue and hot glue for the baby food jar lids and magnets. And that shit didn't hold.
I'll tell you
Is
what.
it like the peel off kind of flexible magnet, or is it like actual little metal discs or anything like that?
The little disc, you put it on the back of the baby food jar lid, and then you can put like little pictures inside the baby food jar opening.
Did you try like roughing up the surface of the magnet? Because I know when you get them, they're usually pretty smooth. And okay.
I took some rough ass sandpaper for using on like steel and stuff to try to rough them up. That didn't help. But E6000 works fucking perfect.
I've used JB Weld for a lot of things. Now, it's a pain in the ass to apply, but it will it will make one hell of a bond.
Yeah, especially some of the, like, you can get the clear stuff that sets up real fast. You can get the other stuff sets up real fast. Then you get the stuff that takes a while to set up. And when that stuff finally cures, I think they said it's pretty much as strong as steel.
I've always bought the stuff you had to mix up in the 2 tubes.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Let me see if I think I have some here.
Yeah, there's JB Weld, there's JB Quick Weld, there's JB Weld Marines.
Yeah, I always keep JB Weld in the garage just in case. You can fix all kinds of shit with that.
Yeah, that's what I got now.
That's what I did to quote unquote fix my broken driver's side window on my car for 3-4 years
And the
until I got it actually
other
fixed.
thing that works really good, like if you're going to do inside bullets, is silicone.
Gasket maker.
Yeah, silicone. Fucking awesome. Nope, that's butane. Sorry. I thought that was the other can of silicone. Yeah, there's a bunch of other shit we tried.
It seems to me like some of the best way to make the bullet jewelry, because I got one I got off eBay. Guy made he does like different shells and stuff for key rings and stuff. I think he actually just loads and crimps them. He put epoxies on it and then loads and crimps it so that I guess it holds it in place. And then once the epoxy hardens, it's held in place the same spot it would be if it was loaded.
Yeah, if you roll crimped it into there, it would hold it even without the epoxy fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
But E6000, it works really good. And silicone works really good if you're going to do like thumbtacks on your bullet or inside your rounds. It's pretty awesome. That guy's wife did some, and I was like, man, that's awesome. So now that's my project that I'm doing right now is all the tacks that I have that are broke, I'm shoving them inside a bunch of this brass.
Yeah, there you go. They said you could make you can take the foam earplugs and shove them in, like glue them into the casing, and then make a neat looking set of hearing protection or whatnot.
Hell yeah.
You know, that's not a bad idea either. You could probably sell them for, I don't know, what, 50 cents each, $1 each?
380 or 9mm rounds would probably work best.
Oh, there's your Slim Cowboy crafting tip for the night.
Yeah, well, I gave a Guardian tip, and you see what that got me.
True, but his didn't have the word cornhole in it.
Well,
Yeah, sure. It's all about the presentation.
Mhm.
yeah. Whatever. Hey, yesterday, how you doing, buddy? It is 2:35 in the morning, and we still have 16 people out there watching. I'm impressed.
And it's a Friday night.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
Yeah, you got to
Well,
keep
thank
it
you.
open till at least 4. That's how late I kept it open on the other night.
Well, that ain't gonna be happening because some of us got to go to work tomorrow.
And then I think I ended up, after I went off air, we stayed and talked, and it was almost, well, your time, it would have been almost 5:45, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, some of us are on our way to work right fucking now.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So, guys, what are your next firearms purchases going to be? Any ideas?
M&P shield and 45 caliber.
A what?
M&P shield in 45 caliber.
That'll work.
I'm thinking probably CZ 455.
That's
Nice.
a pretty sweet
Nice.
gun.
Just got to decide which one I want.
I had to go break my 1858 Remington out of gun jail as soon as I can get there.
What are you doing with something like that?
What do you mean?
What the hell are you going to be shooting at?
Whatever he wants to.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Maybe it's for home protection. You don't know his life.
No, let's see. What he needs to do is just send it to me, and I'll take
Yeah.
good care of it.
Yeah, it'll be a cold day in hell.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed a trend lately. Every time I say I like a gun, somebody goes out and buys one of the sons of bitches.
Hey, I set you an alert that said I already bought it. I was trying to give you time to adjust.
Yeah. Well, I've adjusted. I'm okay now. I'm okay.
Now, when I get the 1875, then you'll really be pissed off.
Chris Vector.
Here you go, Outlaw.
Well, apparently,
you don't
Zoro
really have to
already
worry.
took care of that one for me.
You don't ever have to worry about me picking up a Chris Vector. I like guns that actually work.
Oh, that's pretty.
That is gorgeous. Is that a Taylor's?
No, that's Pieta.
Okay.
That's the same one I just bought.
Yep.
You know, I could almost conceal carry that in my femme fatale holster.
That thing's got a 7.5-inch barrel.
So I got big boobs. I can conceal that bitch.
I want the shorter one. I think it's what, a 5-inch barrel?
Yeah, they make like a sheriff's model.
See, one thing I don't own is anything in 357.
Oh,
You need to.
I got a
That is
Colt
travesty.
357.
That's something I need to get next, probably. Maybe something with a 4-inch barrel or something like that.
yeah, you need
Well,
to fix
I will suggest picking up the Ruger. Same one I got, that GP100.
Good gun.
Or you could go with the Colt revolver, like I have.
Yes.
It's
That-
awesome.
But
Colt?
that Python is going to cost an arm and a leg.
The Ruger's going to set me back enough.
Yeah, but Pythons, I mean, you're
Of course,
talking
I could
crazy.
find something used. Usually my gun shop down here's got several used revolvers. I could just wait till you get something in.
There you go.
That's a good way to do it.
Because I don't...
Especially,
If somebody
If
else
you can
shot. What?
yeah. Say if you can find one of the old security 6s, those are cool.
Yep.
Those
Or
are
you
all
could hit
single
up
action,
Tardot
aren't they?
since he works at the pawn shop, and he could probably send it to your FFL.
Yeah.
You can always try and
Keep
find an
looking
older
for Dan
Smith.
Wesson.
I just saw Dan Wesson somewhere. One of the local shops had a Dan Wesson in. You used to see those all the time, cheap too. Now everybody wants one.
And they're not cheap anymore.
Wow.
I would
Yeah, I
love
would
to have a
recommend
Dan
buying
Wesson 1911.
Well, I was talking about the actual
Even
Dan
me
Wesson
both.
revolvers, the real Dan Wessons.
Yeah, the
Wow.
old ones.
I used to have a friend that I worked security with, and he carried a Dan Wesson 4-inch. Damn, who left first here? Looks like Black Cat.
Oh, Black Cat did it.
Yep.
Wah, wah, wah.
Black Cat took them all with him.
He sure did.
He carried a what?
The 4-inch Dan Wesson revolver, 357.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That was a sharp little gun, and it comes with like 3 different barrels. He had a 6-inch
pretty
I
barrel.
don't like this.
I think he had a 6 and a 7-inch barrel for that, or maybe an 8.
Two,
Yeah, that's
four,
awesome.
6, 8. 2, 4, 8.
Nice.
Welcome back,
Well,
Black Cat.
guys,
There's
I am
Casey.
back to 4%. I'm going to have to hop off here. Y'all have a good night.
Not gunpowder.
Say
Nice.
gunpowder.
Gunpowder.
And thank you for sending me the link.
Anytime. I hope things work out for you. And like I said, if you need any help, let me know. We'll take care of you.
It is greatly appreciated. Just hopefully everything works out. I'm
Right,
all
gunpowder.
keep staying positive that it will, but thank y'all, and I hope everybody has a good night.
Okay.
You too.
Have a good night.
See ya.
You know, I absolutely hate it when bad shit happens to good people. Especially knowing that there's so many assholes out there that actually deserve it.
That's true.
I actually gonna have to hop out for a few here. I'm at work, so.
Okay, buddy. Well, we're about to call this one done anyway, because I have to go to bed because I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, that grease fryer ain't gonna.
As soon as I
do
get
the
my shit
dishes.
together at work, I'll see if you guys are still on. I'll hop back in.
Okay, Black Cave. Thank you, buddy.
That works.
Black Cat.
And there's nothing
I see
stopping
how
me.
you are.
Yep, take care. There's nothing stopping anybody else from opening one up tonight. So
I'll trade you.
trade me what? Oh, maybe he wasn't talking to me.
I think he wants you to go in and work for him.
Oh no, well,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. What's that? 2245?
Yeah, well, my FFL's
That's true.
got one of these. It's, I don't know. Apparently, it's a what do you call? Not a distributor's. Might have been like a distributor's exclusive model because it came with the rosewood grips and a this set screw trigger on it. It's trying to downsize, or no, he got a Mark IV. He like bought this, and then like 3 months later, they came out with the Mark IV, and he's a gun guy, and just because of how easy the Mark IVs are to take down, he decided he's just going to consolidate everything into the Mark IV system. So,
Yeah, I like my Mark IV. I almost bought a 2245 because I obviously prefer the 1911 grip angle. But the thing I didn't like about the 2245s is the lowers were polymer. And I just couldn't get over that. Because I'm not a big polymer person.
me and Ghost was talking last week for a little bit, and I don't have a 22 rifle at the moment. And he suggested that I build a 22 AR. And I'm
Could do
seriously thinking about doing it.
Now, what are you looking to do with it? Just plank?
Plink, small game hunt.
If I'm correct, you can get a 22 conversion bolt, correct? For a normal AR?
mm-hmm.
So if you
Yeah, I'd just like to,
$100 some bucks.
yeah, I'd just go ahead and have a dedicated 22 long rifle.
That would've
What are
definitely-
the Ruger American 22s running?
I have no clue.
Now, what would make you choose a 22 AR over like a Ruger 1022?
Just because it's, I like the platform.
Ruger American 22 at Academy is selling for $269 right now.
Yeah, Cabela's at $320.
Cabela's prices, I feel like they've gone up. They're not nearly as good as they used to be.
Well,
Cabela's used
Intermountain
to
went
be
out of
cheaper.
business, so someone had to take up the mantle.
Cabela's used to be cheaper than the Bass Pro Shops. Not so much anymore.
Well, now that Bass Pro Shops owned them,
But if you're just gonna play with it, grab you a Marlin Model 60 for half the price.
Well, like I said, if I build one, it's not going to be that expensive anyway.
No, I mean, yeah, my mother works for Cabela's, and yeah, Bass Pro Shop has come in there and pretty much screwed over Cabela's royally as far as redoing everything, they're trying to change them all up, and yeah, their prices have gone north fast.
Yeah, $160 for a Marlin Model 60 at Academy.
Yeah, I paid $145 for mine at my local gun store.
I've shot probably 3 or 4 Model 60 Marlins, never actually owned one. The only tube-fed 22s I got is my Henry lever action. That's tube-fed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, those are gonna cost you a pretty penny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're so much fun.
So you got a Golden Boy, Silver Boy, or what do they call it? Just regular blued model?
Just the regular. I spent a good bit of time looking at them, and it's the Golden Boy. I'm like, it's cool, it's neat, octagon, and it's just some weird coating they put on to make it gold. It's not actual brass or anything. So, and upon looking at it, I'm like, you're paying $100 and some more just for the color, because since it's not actually a brass receiver or anything. So that's when I just I held a regular one in my hand, and I'm like, the wood's beautiful on it. It's blued. Now I got a regular one.
Let me turn on screen share.
It's under 300, 289.
Yeah, and I forget what the Golden Boy was. The Golden Boy was a good bit more.
It was about $110 more.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the brass. I'll admit they look beautiful, but it's kind of just window dressing. It's not actually a brass receiver or anything. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, what caliber is that?
22.
Oh, it looked further away.
No,
they're beautiful though. I mean, that's.
Yeah, there you can see using an old freaking Xbox camera.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, yeah, talk about old school using the old Xbox 360 webcam.
Yep.
No, I looked at one long and hard, and it was just at the time
Giggity.
I didn't have. Yeah, well, I didn't have the most amount of money in the world at the time, and I'm like, I could buy this right now. Do I really want to save up? And I got the regular one. I'm like, I'm gonna shoot the hell out of it, but I probably should review it because I've been doing some 22s lately, like the Henry and stuff. So probably do that one. But no, they're cool guns. It's funny because I've got Outlaw says he doesn't have a single 22 rifle, and I think that's like the most I've got is I've got, I think, at least 4 22 rifles. They're just fun.
We've got 3 .22 rifles and let's see, I think like 3 pistols.
Yeah, let's see. Here, I'll pull out my favorite pistol. There. I'll pull
Favorite
out
pistol
my
or favorite 22 pistol?
favorite 22 pistol and probably the rarest, hardest to find one I have. Oh, hang on.
I'd have to dig deep into my safe to get mine out.
It gives you an idea of what it is yet. Hang on. Damn. All right, there we go. Yeah. That's a Stoger Luger 22.
Ness.
Yeah, they Stoger. Hang on, I'll turn on the other light. Stoger actually bought the Luger name, so it's actually like a real Luger. Even though it's in 22 LR, it's considered a real Luger, and they're pretty cool.
How's it shoot?
Pretty good. A lot of people online, hang on, say they're finicky. I found that if you keep them oiled, they actually run pretty good. The problem is, because they were only made for a few years, parts for them are insanely expensive to try and replace. But it runs off the toggle system. It's same size as a normal Luger because it'll fit. This is just a reproduction Luger holster, and it fits in it real nice. They're a lot of fun. They're super accurate. But definitely cool guns.
Now, if you want a cheapie,
Oh, that's cool.
get you one of these.
Now, is that break top barrel? Oh,
Yep.
that's cool.
And if you want to go with the original instead of the knockoff,
There you go.
But I got this for, I think, 160, 165, something like that.
Yeah, this thing was. I got this for $300 at my one local little gun shop that knew I wanted one, and I turned it down the first time. And I did some research online, saw how hard they were to find, saw that was a fair price for it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it because it's the only one I've ever actually seen in person, and I haven't seen another one in person yet. In fact, I went to the one local gun shop that I think, or gun show that I think they said they had, what was it, like 10,000 tables, something like that. I mean, it was big, but not huge. And I couldn't find a single part for it because they made checkered grips for it. They made this version and they made a target version, and they made the checkered grips. It looked more like the regular Luger grips, and you can't even find them. So I'm going to try and get a set of reproduction Luger grips, and then you just drill the hole and they fit.
Ports doesn't even make this model anymore. They make a PT-22, but it's got a shorter.
well, it's the Ply 22, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Poly 22. That's all they have anymore. And this one's actually the aluminum frame.
And found out Beretta doesn't import these anymore.
No, they
They
don't.
do the 32s like once in a great while, but
So I wanted to get one, and I found out I couldn't get one anywhere.
the actual Berettas.
Yeah, the 22s.
No, and I've had good look at gun shows of guys selling these off for like 180, 220, depending on if they have the box or not.
That's not bad.
No, they're a fun little gun to shoot.
Well, this is a fun little gun to shoot. Now, it gets finicky after you've shot about 50 rounds through it. You better clean it up because they get dirty quick.
Yeah, I think I've... what was it? Was it the Federal Blue Box Bulk 22? I ran a box of that through it just fine, and I think... Let's see, after that I cleaned it. Then was it... It's either Stingers or Velocitors. It just really didn't like feeding. It nosedived every round.
Mini mags I had real good luck with.
Oh yeah, I got...
Also, Remington Golden Bullets seem to feed pretty well.
what do I got up here on the shelf?
I've had terrible luck with the Golden Bullet, but I've heard some people have good luck with them.
See, Stinger, Velocitor, mini mags.
Well, Clover said on those Remington Golden Bullets, if you buy the big packages of them, the quality control isn't as good as if you get the small ones.
See, that's when I buy 22. I try and buy in bulk as much as possible.
Yeah, I've got 2 different cases back in my ammo can. So I've got 1,000 rounds sitting in there.
Yeah, I think after that 22 shortage, I kind of realized I'm like, as much as I like shooting 22s, I don't so much go out and clear the shelf, but I try and every once in a while pick up a box just to make sure that if that happens again, I can continue to enjoy my 22s without worrying about finding ammo for them.
Yeah, I was in Academy last week, and I saw that they had 22 short CCIs in there. It's like, God, I haven't seen those in ages. They had several boxes of 22 shorts.
Oh, yeah, right now it's easy. The funny thing was, like, I'll go to flea markets and stuff, and you'll get the old guys selling ammo all the time, and they'll have 1 or 2 boxes of 22 sitting there, and, you ask prices and stuff, and it's like they'll try and get for, like, the Auto Match Federal, that's like $16, in Walmart and, like, French Creek and stuff, the gun stores, and they'll have like $25-$30 on it, and I'm like, you realize the 22 shortage is over, right?
Yeah, actually, around here, shorts were about the only thing you could get for quite a time. That and birdshot.
There's a time you couldn't get any 22 around here. If you saw a box, you bought it.
Oh yeah, that was the same way here. I would go all around looking for it, and as much as I hated buying from Walmart, I would check Walmart, and they'd have it. And when they would get it, you'd have people that would go in with, because they had a 3-box limit. So he would call all his buddies, and they'd all line up, and it'd be gone within 20 minutes.
I went into my local gun shop right after it opened, and the guy said, "Hey, you want some 22 ammo?" I said, "Yeah, why?" He said, "Because I bought 5 cases of it." He said, "I'm selling it for 40 or 5, the big cases." And he says, "I'm selling it for $45 a brick." I said, "Shit, I better have some." It was a Gila.
Oh, well, that's the better stuff. I thought you meant the regular old stuff. Yeah, the Gila's good shit.
I haven't had much good luck. Everybody talks about that Federal Auto Match. That doesn't work well for me, at least not in this little gun. It doesn't.
I've had good luck. See, because my 2 picky guns is the Luger, that's I said it's got to be constantly oiled, and the Mark IV competition. And I've had Auto Match work well through both of them, But what I noticed is Federal put out a bigger bulk box, the red one, that I bought several of because I'm like, oh, cool, awesome, because I like Federal and a lot of my guns do. And I had so many misfires with that stuff. I finally called Federal and I'm like, look, I don't know what you did to this ammo, but I can't get through a mag without a misfire.
Huh. I noticed I bought this. I bought a high standard a couple of years ago, an old high standard Duramatic, almost an antique. Took it to the range and fired 3 or 4 different kinds of ammo in, and it was amazing just changing from one ammo to another how that stuff would pattern. And
Oh, yeah,
the
22.
best one I had was Blazer Brass, believe it or not.
Huh.
Mm.
Yeah, it's weird how some guns, like back when I first started shooting, this was back when 22 was dirt cheap. I'd go to Walmart and pick up a couple bricks of the Remington Thunderbolts, and I used to love shooting that. But the problem was, at the time, I only had my 1022, which would eat anything. And then when I went and got a couple different 22s, I realized I'm like, well, the only gun that'll run the Thunderbolts for me is the 1022. So then I had to switch over to Federal. But I miss those days where you could walk into a gun shop or walk into Walmart and get a brick of 500, and it was $13, give or take.
Oh yeah, those days are long gone.
Oh yeah, well, back then, I mean, I'd go up to one of the state park free ranges we have here. You'd get there early afternoon and you'd shoot all till it got dark. You'd go through a box of 500 and you didn't care because it was only like $13. It's like, hey, who cares? I had a fun day at the range all day and it cost me $13.
Shoot till you get tired, basically.
Yeah, and that was the thing. It was great because it's like you knew you could just go grab another brick next time. And then all that stuff happened, and it was like, okay, that the whole crisis, whatever you want to call it, hit, and I went from going through a brick of 22 every time I went to the range to I had the same 550 box of Federal that lasted me like 2 years.
Wow.
Because I would go shoot a couple rounds and be like, oh, well, this, I've only got a couple more of these left, so don't want to shoot them up. And now that the ammo's once again plentiful,
Yeah, even Walmart has 22 in it anymore.
Well, it was funny, some of the conspiracy theories on why it was shortage and this and that. And it was entertaining, to say the least.
Well, I know there was people, because on Facebook I saw people who were accusing the people at my gun range. Well, they sell ammo in there, of course, because they're a little gun store too. But supposedly somebody saw the people in the gun range in line at Walmart at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning in front of the ammo counter, and they figured what they were doing was buying up all their 22 ammo and then taking it back and reselling it for more than they paid for it.
Oh, I saw that happen constantly. Well, I said when you go to the flea markets and stuff, you'd see the guys with it, Mark. And I finally said to the one guy, because this was after the shortage was over, and he had the $25 or $30 on the box of 300, and I'm like, what, did you pick that up at Walmart this morning for $16? And he looked at me weird. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I could have bought all I wanted this morning. And they don't like that. It's like, no offense, but nobody likes it when you're buying it just to flip just to try and take advantage of people. I'm like,
Yeah, that's kind of crappy.
I mean, you know,
And there was a while in Academy when they would get 22 in, they would break down the bricks into the individual boxes and they would only sell you like 100 rounds at a time.
oh, I saw people that would take the little boxes of 50 and you'd see $9-10 on them for
Yeah.
like the standard stuff. I'm like, you people are crazy. They're still doing that. I'm like, you're charging me $10 for a little box of 50? I'm like, who do you think's gonna pay that? That's more expensive. That's the same price as 9 mil. I'm like,
When I first got my 22, that's what I had to do so I'd have any ammo at all. And then they finally had those boxes of Federal Auto Match, 350 boxes. And they had those for like 14 something.
yeah, I every time I can find them, I grab them because, like I said, in my guns, it seems to be reliable.
I still have some of those.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the only ammo I really try and avoid now, and like I said, everybody's gun's different, but the Winchester white box, I've had nothing but bad luck with. And a buddy of mine, we went shooting, and he had some of that Super X stuff.
The Super X
And
is crappy.
oh well, I had brought the Luger with me because he wanted to shoot it. I'm like, yeah, sure, I don't care. And it got to the point where I'm like, you can't shoot this in my gun anymore because it was. Oh, that's cool. Because they were over expanding and getting stuck in the chamber.
Yeah, that's what
And
happened to me.
I called Winchester and I bitched at him. I'm like, look, you know what? I can't afford a new extractor in this gun, and it's I'm having to rip them out with a pair of pliers, and they're like, oh well, it's meet standards and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, well, I won't be buying it anymore. But I won't touch the white box 22.
One of the issues we had with the Super X is that they got such a heavy wax lubrication on the outside of it that it would just jam up any autos, and we've even got them stuck in a single 6, which should not have any issues with any 22
No.
ammo.
No, and that's the funny thing is because I've got my little Rough Rider, and I'll purposely save the crappier amp 22 ammo I have for that because I know that don't have to worry about feeding issues for that because it's single action. That way I can kind of keep the better stuff for the autos.
My Rough Rider has issues, though. After you shoot about 12 rounds through it, then for some reason it starts light striking.
Huh. That's odd. Now, I bought mine. They had them on sale at Cabela's, and that's when I got mine. And the first one he brought out, I was looking at it, and I mean, I understood that it's $150 gun. I wasn't expecting brilliance, but the lockup was so loose. Like, I mean, I'd locked the hammer back, and I was sitting there wiggling the cylinder back and forth, and I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to do that. I'm like, and he went and got me another one, but I've had no luck. I mean, I've had good luck with mine. I really wish I could figure out how to remove that safety just for the sake of.
Hate that safety. But
Yeah.
what the hell is that there for?
Well, I mean, I get it. I guess it's, for people because they want to. I guess that's going to be a lot of kids' first gun to shoot. And I've used that. I've taught adults how to shoot. And when I took a friend of mine, she was getting ready to get her permit to carry, and she wanted she wanted to carry this little Lady Smith J frame, and she was all gung ho on it, and I'm like, you realize they're snappy as hell, right? Because she don't have her use of her one thumb. It's uh, fused straight. And I'm like, you gonna want to shoot it first. And I started her out with that. That's a great gun to start people on, but I do not understand the safety. I know you can get rid of it, just like you can get rid of the Smith and Wesson um, stupid
Internal
lock
lock.
thing. Yeah, but I haven't sat down and put enough effort into figuring out what you got to do. Plus, you'd still have the hole there anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to jump off of here because, like I said earlier, I've got to work tomorrow. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by, staying with us for the last couple hours. I'll run it through the room real quick and see if anybody's got anything to plug. Slim, you can go first.
Oh, well, thank you, Outlaw. Slim Cowboy YouTube channel. I do reviews. I do different odd videos. I'm on gun channels and just barely starting out on GunTube.
Very good. So what do you think about GunTube?
I think it's cool. I like it. I don't think I know how to work it yet. I'm still trying to figure out.
It is definitely a work in progress.
But I like it, and I like the concept. I definitely, when I have some more time, because I've only got one video on there that I ported over from YouTube. So I got to figure out how to put fresh videos up there. But when I figure that out, I'm definitely interested in being on there more.
I'm hoping it becomes exactly what Night Strike wants it to be. A replacement for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That would be wonderful.
That'd be cool as hell.
Yep. Fine Ape, what's going on with you, brother?
Not a whole lot. I've been back on overtime, so I've got videos recorded. I just haven't got through editing them. But let's do a plug for tomorrow night's shows on gun channels. Tomorrow night's, let's see, for Saturday, we have Caliber Corner with Travis P11 at 9 a.m. Eastern. At 3 p.m., we have Rick's Life as I See It. 8 p.m., we have Clearing the Chamber with Tardot 357 and Gunpowder Beauty. 10 p.m., we have This Week Unloaded with Mr. 1%, Rich White, and Tardot 357. Saturday night live stream with Sarge C4 Defense at 11 p.m. and Sniggy and Moon Show if they feel like it.
If they feel like it.
Well, there's no question mark or time here, so.
I like that, if they feel like it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this show's turned into. This late show is if I feel like it.
That's about how when I did a couple live streams, it was like, well, if I feel like it.
So, guys, anybody out there that wants to start up a late show, don't wait on me to do it. Don't wait on Gary. If you want to do it, just open one up and we'll stop by and say hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not hogging it, and we won't get upset if anybody else decides to start one up. You're all welcome. This is open territory. Yep. I opened one. Gary's opened them. Hell, Slim can open one tomorrow night for all we care. We'll be there. He opens it, we'll show up.
My computer can't handle it, or I would.
But anyway, Gary, what do you got going on?
Well, not a whole lot. Gizzard Gary channel on YouTube. Also, my website is www.gizzardgary.com. Occasionally I put out videos or reviews of guns when I get them. I get out and about every once in a while. And I also do stuff on Instagram, so check me out. If you're not a member of gunchannels.com, please consider being a member. It's a great place. And like was mentioned earlier, guntube.org. I had Mr. Nightstrike show me a few things, kind of show me around the site once and showed me some of the secrets. There's some things, if you know how to do them, it's pretty neat, but I think he's going to have to put out a tutorial or something like that down the road just to give everybody the tips and tricks. But it's going to
That'd be
turn
much
out to be a heck of a site. Anyway, thanks for the invite.
Anytime, Gary. You know you're the co-host here.
Thank you.
You're the wingman. Anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody. Sorry I'm cutting it short tonight, but work's been a pain in my ass here for the last couple of weeks. And I don't think it's going to get any slower for the next few months. So,
well, it's job security, man.
Yep. Anyway, y'all take care, and I appreciate every one of you. God bless.
All right, good night, everybody.
See y'all later.